President Trump tells reporters he sympathizes with Michael Flynn and thinks his former national security advisor is being treated unfairly.
Well, I feel badly for General Flynn. I feel very badly. He's led a very strong life, and I feel very badly.
Flynn pleaded guilty last week to lying about the FBI about conversations with Russia's ambassador. These are the first charges in special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation against a former Trump administration official. Joining me now is Vince Coglianese, editorial director at the Daily Caller, host of Washington's Mornings on the Mall on WMAL Radio. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
This morning, Trump lawyer John Dowd said the president can't be accused of obstruction of justice. Do you agree?
Yeah, I talked to two legal experts on this morning, former U.S. Attorney Joe DeGeneva and also Michael Mukasey, former Attorney General under George W. Bush. They both agree it's not, as a criminal matter, he can't be charged with this obstruction of justice. Now, it's a different matter, though, when it comes to whether the House of Representatives wants to pursue impeachment over it. They can just make a judgment call whether they think the president acted improperly.
Because one Nixon article of impeachment was for obstruction.
Right. So this is separate from him being able to be charged criminally for something like this, which can't be done according to the Constitution.
Are media rushing to judgment in assuming that Michael Flynn can incriminate Donald Trump?
Yeah, because we don't know all the details yet. We don't know the terms of a deal if he's actually reached one. And also, you know, this could be just in isolation. Robert Mueller's investigation, the special counsel, has been pretty far-reaching. I mean, we've seen him already go after people for failure to register as foreign agents. And now in the case of Michael Flynn, they're going after him for lying to the FBI. What we don't have right now is a clear case of collusion between the Trump campaign and the Russians, which is clearly why this thing got kicked off in the first place.
ABC News issued a report. It was Brian Ross who said that Flynn planned to testify that as a candidate, Trump directed Flynn to make contact with Russian officials. It turns out that is false. Does this give the president more standing to say fake news, fake news?
Well, definitely. If the press was hoping to have moral footing against the president of the United States, the big three networks all have huge black eyes right now in terms of being able to do that. They've lost for moral reasons, both Charlie Rose at CBS and Matt Lauer at NBC. And here, as a merit-based reason, just in terms of his job, you have Brian Ross failing to report the news accurately. They had to issue a massive correction. And this is actually one as a part of a long chain of big news stories that Brian Ross has messed up.
And now he's only on a 4-week suspension.
That's right.
From what I understand for right now. What do you make of President Trump saying that he feels bad for Flynn, but then turning around and attacking Hillary Clinton, saying she wasn't indicted for lying to the FBI? Do you think this is just a distraction?
Well, I think he sincerely cares about this. I mean, remember, he fired Mike Flynn, so he clearly thought that there should be some consequences for his lying to at least Mike Pence, the Vice President of the United States. With respect to Hillary Clinton, I mean, it seems like the case is pretty clear that she's told untruths in public about the nature of her email use, which is obviously what came under FBI investigation. She said she didn't send or receive classified emails. Classified emails appeared in her email. She said she turned over all of her emails to the government. 17,000 more emails were found by the State Department Inspector General. So there's a pattern of untruths associated with this, and I think the president's pointing out, how come this guy gets caught for lying, but Hillary Clinton goes on a pattern of lying and never gets busted for it? It's a question I don't think he's alone in asking.
Thank you so much, Vince Coglianese, editorial director at the Daily Caller.
Thank you, Lauren.